The year of 2023 promises to be a year rich in cinema, and in order to not miss a single crumb, watch this video. As in this video we will see the most anticipated films that will be released in cinemas for this year of 2023. So let's go!
私、この写真が大好き。多分私の 100% が写っとるから。
Number 10. The Asada Family. The real success in the land of the rising sun, The Asada Family, is a film inspired by the life of Masashi Asada. Photographer, the latter is particularly known in Japan for having photographed his family in his daily life. When he realizes that his parents and his brother have given up on their passion, he decides to put them on stage. Faced with the passion of Asada, his whole family lends itself to the game in order to allow everyone to live their dream of youth. He immortalizes the photos in an album called The Asada Family. When the country is hit by the 2011 tsunami, Asada's photos smoke a new dimension. This album was awarded the Kimura Ye Photography Award in 2008. The Asada Family is the title chosen by the director Ryota Nakano for his film, which is scheduled for release on January 18th, 2023. Number 9. Asterix and Obelix, Middle Kingdom. Asterix and Obelix, The Middle Empire, is a film that traces the adventures of the Gauls in China. We are exactly in the year of 50 before Christ, where the Empress of China is locked up after a coup orchestrated by the Prince Deng Qin. But thanks to the Phoenician merchant Grand Demise and the warrior Tat Han, the only daughter of the Empress Fu Yi managed to escape to Gaul. So she went to ask for help from the brave warriors of Asterix and Obelix, known for their superhuman strength. Thanks to magic potions, the two inseparable Gaulish friends agree to help the princess and save her mother and her country, and the voice is on their way to an adventure to the Middle Kingdom. But Caesar and his army, always in search of power, also took the direction of China. Scheduled for February 1st, 2023, this is a film that should not be missed under any circumstances. Number 8. Alibi.com 2. Alibi.com 2 is the sequel to the comedy Alibi.com, released in 2017. The comedy, whose filming started on May 13th, has already have a cinema release date, February the 8th, 2023. After closing his agency, Alibi.com, and promising Flo that he wouldn't lie to her again, Greg's new life has become quiet but not for long. When he decides to ask Flo in marriage, Greg finds himself back to the wall and doesn't know how to introduce his sweetheart to his family. Between his mother, former actress of charming films, and his father, Crook, his future union is in great danger of being ruined. He, therefore, decides to reopen his agency with his accomplice for another alibi in order to find more presentable false parents. In this film, Philippe Lechaud, Elodie Fontan, Nathalie Baye, Didier Bourdon, Julien Arrouti, and Tarek Boudali reprise their roles. Also, big names like Alexandre Lamy, Gérard Jugnot, Ariel Dombasel, and Gad Elmaleh join the adventure.
I feel like a complete failure.
Number 7. The Son. Le Son is a film that tells the moving story of a child who seems to have trouble living. It is the work of playwright Florian Zeller, known for his film The Father, which won him the Oscar for Best Adapted Screenplay. Nicholas is a 17-year-old who is greatly loved by his parents and those around him thanks to his intelligence. But suddenly, he becomes a very withdrawn child. He's no longer that young man who always smiled at everyone. What is going on with Nicholas? And why does he decide not to go to school anymore? Overwhelmed by her son's situation, his mother no longer knows where to turn, and Nicholas asks to live with his father from now on. His father, therefore, decides to do everything to save his child and restore his taste for life. Starring Anthony Hopkins, Hugh Jackman, Laura Dern, and Vanessa Kirby, this movie story is scheduled for March 8th, 2023.
The four of us are here to prevent the apocalypse.
Number 6. Knock on the Booth. M. Night Shyamalan continues to dazzle the world of cinema. After his film title Old, this filmmaker is preparing to release the film Knock at the Cabin on February 1st, 2023. This post-apocalyptic thriller stars Dave Bautista, Abby Quinn, Rupert Grint, Jonathan Groff, Nikki Amuka Bird, and Ben Aldridge. While pleasantly spending their holidays in an isolated chalet in the city surrounded by nature, a girl and her parents are taken hostage by 4 armed gangsters. The latter require of them an impossible choice to avoid the imminence of the apocalypse. While they had no means of communication with the rest of the world, they are called upon to make and assume their decision. What will be their final decision? Let's wait to find out from February 2023. Number 5. Super Mario Bros. Gaming lovers have something to rejoice about, because Mario is coming to the cinema from March 29, 2023. Resulting from a collaboration between the studio's Illuminations from Universal and Nintendo, it all starts when Bowser decides to attack the Penguin Kingdom. If the latter show bravery, they are nevertheless very quickly eliminated by the evil genius who manages to recover the power of invincibility. Then, this film transports us to the incredible setting of the Mushroom Kingdom, where Toad and Mario find themselves in a significant world surrounded by thousands of mushrooms. This film, which promises to be both funny and epic, shows Luigi being chased by Skelerex in a lava-strewn dungeon. Super Mario Bros. Is one of the most anticipated movies on the big screen in 2023.
Say we come in for my close-up now.
Number 4. Babylon. Damien Chazelle arrives with his new film entitled Babylon, whose plot is set during the arrival of talkies. Babylon, this feature film, seems more ambitious and is expected in theaters on January 18, 2023. Lasting 3 hours, it will be, for the second time after First Man, a historic film, eagerly awaited in 2023. Around the main character, embodied by the Mexican Diego Calva, we will find many Hollywood stars, who embody real or fictional figures of Hollywood in the 1930s. We will notably have Margot Robbie, Olivia Wilde, Brad Pitt, Tobey Maguire, and many others.
Après cette bataille, vous ne serez plus des indigènes, vous serez des Français. En position.
Number 3. Skirmishers. The director Mathieu Vadepieux promises a film in the heart of the troops of African skirmishers. Films on African skirmishers during the First World War are very rare. Although the story of these soldiers who fought for France has long been hidden, filmmaker Mathieu intends to shed light on this episode of history with Tirailleurs. We are in 1917 when Bakary Diallo, played by Omar Sy, enlists in the French army to join and protect Tierno, his 17-year-old son who has been forcibly recruited. Sent to the front, father and son will have to face the war side by side. Touched by the ardor of his officer who seeks to lead him to the heart of confrontation, Tierno frees himself and learns to become a real man. For his part, Bakary will do everything to save his son from the fighting and bring him back safe and sound. The release of this new film is scheduled for release in the theaters on January the 4th, 2023. And for that, the director has surrounded himself with a big star in the person of Omar Sy.
The opinion of sheep. I love to look at you looking at me.
Number 2. Bodice. Corsage is the highly anticipated new film from Mary Kreutzer in 2023. Its cinema release is scheduled for January 25th, 2023. Sissi the Empress is one of the most fascinating characters, and the cinema has repeatedly looked into her story. We are at Christmas 1877 when Elizabeth of Austria, Sissi, celebrates her 40th birthday. First Lady of Austria, wife of Emperor Francois Joseph I, she does not have the right to express herself, and must just remain the beautiful and young Empress. To meet these expectations, she adheres to a strict regimen of hairstyling, exercise, fasting, and daily height measurement. Suffocated by all these eager demands for knowledge and life, Elizabeth decides to rebel against this image. Finally, the number 1 of our top most anticipated films in 2023 is none other than The Hunger Games, The Ballad of the Serpent and the Songbird. It is the first spin-off of the Hunger Games saga and is scheduled for November 15th, 2023. The plot of this 5th film will take place 64 years before the events of the Hunger Games. We will discover the youth of President Snow when he was a brilliant high school student from the capital, whose destiny was upset by the 10th Hunger Games, during which he was entrusted with the most miserable of tributes, a girl from District 12, Lucy Gray Baird. Coriolanus Snow is then ready to do anything to make him win these Hunger Games. Thanks for watching the entire video. Before you leave, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And why not leave a comment? What movie are you most looking forward in 2023? Tell us in the comments as we are interested to know. Thank you and see you soon.